Jamie Carragher he's been pumping out these challenges left, right, and centre. I'm not quite sure where he gets them from. He must get sent them, these Carra challenges, because they're keeping a lot of people going in quarantine. I know they've kept you busy.
As we've seen with the Sky Sports quizzes that he's doing with Neville, he's doing research 24/7, so he knows everything. So you can imagine he's like, what challenges can I put out in terms of creating the best teams? But that Champions League one was a very good one, because it was 13 different teams won the Champions League since its brand changeover from the European Cup in '93, and you pick 11 players, one sub, one manager, and you just got to be so careful because the Juventus team in '97 is predominantly Italian, outside of Didier Deschamps, who's a Frenchman in central midfield, and you can only have one nationality. So if you go with an Italian in that Juventus team, you're then ruling out Pirlo, Maldini, Filippo Inzaghi.
I'd be surprised if everyone's picking Filippo Inzaghi.
Hey, he scored 2 against Liverpool in the final in 2007, so he's always got to be up there for me.
True, he has that irritating knack of scoring goals, and goals is the currency in which football is played. So I guess you could definitely do far worse, I suppose, picking players from other teams that have done that. But
I just made sure that I had Didier Drogba put in there, because he's a far better player than Thierry Henry ever was.
I was going to say Thierry Henry's never won it, but he has, isn't he? But
yeah,
you still wouldn't pick him though, because why? I don't know why you'd be picking Thierry Henry out of all those Barcelona players. I see teams without Ronaldo and Messi. I just think, how can you not have them? Like, there'd be shoo-ins. Whether you pick Ronaldo with Man United and avoid Man United players, or you pick him with Real Madrid, he's the greatest goal scorer in the Champions League history. You cannot not have him in your team.
Yeah, but you've also got to bring in the nationality aspect of it, particularly for that one, because if you pick Ronaldo for Manchester United, the majority of the better players who play for Real Madrid have been French, Spanish, Brazilian, or Argentinian. So you're then really narrowing who you can pick for Real Madrid.
Well, the only competition I can see by picking Ronaldo you get rid of for Portuguese is Mourinho as your manager. But a lot of people raised a good point that if you've got a team that good of nothing but Champions League winners, do they need a manager?
No, you just pick the Belgian Marseille manager from '93.
Just because it just makes it a hell of a lot easier.
And if you're picking Ronaldo for Manchester United, you're losing players like Peter Schmeichel, who's Danish. There's not many great Danish players who've won the Champions League. You can't then put Dennis Irwin in, or Roy Keane, or even Paul Scholes as the Englishman, because I didn't have an English player in my team at the end.
I understand there are sacrifices made, and that's what makes these challenges. You see some people just going, "Oh, I'm not following the rules; they're there to be broken, and I'm doing it for a bit of fun." So the idea of the challenge is it's a bit of fun.
Yeah, because it's a difficult challenge. You don't want to be, I'll just name the 11 best players in the world I can at any one time.
That's not quite a challenge. That's pretty easy. But for me, Ronaldo and Messi both have to be in there. It just makes sense to me. You've got the 2 greatest goal scorers, and you just build a team around that.
Who would your Liverpool player be? Because that was where
Vladimir Šmíča on the bench.
Fair enough. That was where I was pretty torn, and I ended up going with Xabi Alonso because he's.
But again, being Spanish, there's a lot of Barcelona's it's Argentinian, but
yeah, with Lionel Messi, and then Real Madrid with Cristiano Ronaldo. So
if you're picking Man United's Ronaldo, you can then have Spanish Real Madrid players. So you could have a Sergio Ramos in defence, but then I was gonna say he never won it. He never won it with. No, he did, didn't he? You could pick him for Real Madrid anyway.
Yeah,
because he won it in La Decima.
But
he was on the bench, but
he was just the least worst option who's won the Champions League with Liverpool. Because you remember him more for his exploits for Real Madrid and Bayern Munich and the Spanish national team, more than what he did for Liverpool.